complete that Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. This Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940, actually it's very important topic for different competitive exam or pharmaceutical exams like GPAT, NIPAR, ACRE and all other drug inspectors. One second please. So let's start. So the thing is, this Drugs and Cosmetics Act passed in 1940. Drugs and Cosmetics Act passed in the year 1940 and came into force in the year 1945. So you have to remember that when it passed and when it came into force. When it came into force, it became Act. After coming into force, for example, CAA, what it is called, Citizenship Amendment Act, CAA. Before that it was Citizenship Amendment Bill, CAB. So first it was CAB, then it became CA. So CAB, Citizen Amendment Bill, and later it became Citizen Amendment Act. So what is that act? Act means any rule when it comes into the force, it becomes act. Then it's not called as rule, it called act. So Drugs and Cosmetics Act came into force. Drugs and Cosmetics Act came into force in the year 1945, and when it passed 1940. Okay, one second please, actually I was not prepared with all the instrument. Now okay. So this Drugs and Cosmetics Act is divided into 5 chapters. First of all, I'll tell you, I'll not explain everything, rather I'll tell you all the main important points which are generally asked in different competitive exam. Okay, so I'll tell you mainly important points of the topics. I'll not explain like you will learn from me and then you will go and write in the semester exam and all these things, not theory. Main important points. Okay, so let's start. So Drugs and Cosmetics Act. Okay, so Drugs and Cosmetics Act is divided into 5 chapters. What are they? Chapter 1, chapter 2, 3, 4, 4A and 5. In chapter 1 you will see introduction. They will ask in chapter 1 of Drugs and Cosmetics Act, it includes what? Statutory government bodies, introduction, import of cosmetics, like this they will ask. So chapter 1 includes what? Chapter 1 includes definition. Chapter 1 includes definition. Chapter 2, statutory and government bodies. Chapter 3, import of drugs and cosmetics. Chapter 4, control of manufacturing and distribution and sale of the drugs and cosmetics. You have to remember the points. If you want, you can take screenshot. Okay. Chapter 4, control of manufacturing, distribution and sale of Ayurvedic, Siddha, Unani medicine. And in chapter 5, miscellaneous. Okay, now objectives we will see. So what are the objectives of Drugs and Cosmetics Act? The objectives are to control the manufacturing, sale, import and distribution. You have to remember manufacturing, sale, import and distribution of drugs and cosmetics. To maintain the standards of the drug and by prevent the substandards of the drug. To approve the new drugs. Approving new drugs is also comes under Drugs and Cosmetics Act. Okay, to promote research and development. Okay, next we will see, this point is very important. You have to remember what are the, in Drugs and Cosmetics Act there are 3 wings. What are the 3 wings? These are advisory wings, administration wings, analytical wings. Okay, so you have to remember these 3 points. These are very important. You can write or you can take screenshot. Okay, you can write or you can take screenshot. So the 3 different wings in Drugs and Cosmetics Act are advisory wings, administration wings, analytical wings. Advisory wings are those wings who will advise for the proper implementation of the different rules and their activities. Okay, so in this mainly you will see Drug Technical Advisory Board. drug technical advisory board and drug consultative committee. So they will simply ask, drugs consultative committee comes under which of the following wings? Advisory wing, administrative wing, analytical wing, none of the above. So answer will be advisory wing. Okay, so this will advise. So drug technical advisory board, drug consultative committee. So if you want to remember, I'll tell you a trick. Simply in this DTAB already it is written the drug technical advisory board, and in the case of DCC it is written the drugs consultative committee. So who will go for consultation somewhere? Why will someone go to consultation? To take some advice, yes or no? So they are advisory board. By this way you can remember. Next, administration wing. Administration wings are those who will observe, who will see is there any wrong or correction or any problem and everything is okay or not, the work is going on properly or not. This thing will be observed by administrative wing. So in that the drug control department of central and state will come. In this you will see the drug inspector. See, drug inspector and director and assistant director, that is called joint directors. Director and assistant director, that is called joint directors. Okay, next we will see analytical wings. In that the analytical wings those person who will be under analytical wings, they will analyze whether the activities and all the actions are taking place properly or not. If any problem is there, then they will definitely instantly they will report to the administrative wings, and administrative will report to the higher authorities. Okay, so analytical wings are those people who will analyze everything. Okay, so in this drugs testing laboratories and central state and government analyst will come. Government analyst will mainly analyze the everything, and drug testing laboratories, what they will do, they will check the quality. So that is called qualitative analysis. So qualitative and quantitative analysis are mainly done by this drug testing laboratories and central state. They will test the quality of the drug, they will test the quantity of the drug, purity of the drug, and also they will correct, they will check the clinical toxicity report, clinical data management, and everything they will check. Okay, and finally they will send their report to the higher authority. Is that clear? So these are the three wings which will come under drugs and cosmetics. Simply three wings of drugs and cosmetics set: advisory wings, administration wings, and analytical wings. Next we will see drug, the definition of drug. It is a chemical or biological which is used for the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or cure of disease. You have to remember, for the not only for the diagnosis or not for the treatment, diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or cure of disease. For human being, animal being, including mosquito repellent. This is very very important word, including mosquito repellent. Including mosquito repellent is very very important one. So mosquito repellent will also come under drugs, yes or no? Yes, mosquito repellent is also comes under drugs. Okay, so what is the definition of it? Is the chemical or biological which is used for the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, for or cure of disease for human being and animal. You have to remember that, for human being and animal, including the mosquito repellents. Okay, next, cosmetics. It is a chemical or biological applied to the body through spraying or sprinkling. Through spraying, you have to follow and you have to understand each and every terms. These notes is very very important and very minutely I have prepared these notes. So you have to understand each and every term. So spraying or sprinkling or rubbing. Okay, for the attractiveness and beautiness, for the attractiveness and beautifying means to increase the beauty. Okay, next, misbranded drugs. These definitions are very very important. You have to remember that they will ask question from these definitions also, so you have to focus on the definitions. Misbranded drugs. If the drug labeling is not prescribed in the manner, then it is called misbranded drug. Adulterated drug, if the drug is contaminated, so when it is contaminated it is adulterated. When it is not prescribed properly in the manner, it is called misbranded, something written wrong on the slip, outside slip. Okay, spurious drug, if the drug imported or imitated under another name of the drug. For example, Schedule X drug. Take some Schedule X drug, and they are imported in the name of another drug which are normal, okay, or it is called over the counter or in the name of OTC drug, then these are spurious drugs. Okay, ultimately if the name of the drug is written wrong something on the slip, if it should be A, in the case of A they have written it as B, then this is spurious drug. Okay, next OTC drug. I mentioned OTC, over the counter drug. Without prescription, the drugs are dispensed by the healthcare professions. OTC drugs are dispensed by the healthcare professions without prescription. You have to focus on that, without prescription. And in the case of spurious drug, in the name of another drug. In the case of adulterated, it is contaminated. In the name of misbranded drug, it is prescribed, not prescribed in the manner. It is not prescribed in the manner. Okay. Next, we will see properly in depth what is the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. So, Drugs and Cosmetics Act. The first schedule is list of reference book of Ayurveda, Siddha, and Unani medicine. Second schedule, there are two schedules. So first schedule is list of reference book such as Ayurveda, Siddha, and Unani medicine. Second schedule is the standards rules for the schedule. Standards or rules for the schedule. In 1982, you have to remember these points. These are very, very important points. Please, I request you remember, or you can take screenshot also. In 1982, Schedule E, Schedule I, and Schedule L were removed. Schedule G and H were revised, and Schedule X was incorporated. So, in 1982, Schedule E, Schedule I, and Schedule L were removed. Schedule G and H were revised, and Schedule X was incorporated. In which year? In 1982. Okay. Next, in 1988, Schedule M was amended and Schedule Y was incorporated. In 1988, Schedule M was amended and Schedule Y was incorporated. When? In 1988. In 1988, Schedule M was amended and what is happening? I don't know. One second. Please give me some time. Yes, Schedule M was amended and Schedule Y was incorporated. Okay. In 2000, Schedule T was introduced. In 2000, Schedule T was introduced, and Schedule T is mainly for traditional medicine. What are traditional medicine? Those medicine which are used locally, such as Unani, Siddha, and Ayurveda, from plants, from parts of the plants, and different parts of the plants, raw material of the plants. Okay. Next, in 2011, to curb the misuse of the antibiotics in Schedule H. So in Schedule H in 2011, you have to remember, see, Schedule H in 2011, one H is there already, if you remember. In 2011, one H is there. See, this is the H. Okay. And in 2000, 2 starts with the 2000. In 2000, this 2 starts with TW or 2. So this T is for traditional drugs, and that T comes in the starting of 2, and the T is scheduled in and introduced in 2000. Okay, will you remember like that? Okay. Next, we will see the different schedule of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. In this Schedule A, you have to remember Schedule A is application form. Schedule B, application fee. Schedule C, list of biological products. List of biological products. Schedule A, application form. Schedule B, application fees. Schedule C, list of biological product, which is given by parenteral route. You have to follow, you have to remember this term. The biological product which are given through parenteral route only. Okay. Then Schedule C1. Schedule C1, other biological product which are given by other than parental route. So when only parental route will come, parental route will be schedule C, and when other than parental route, that is schedule C1, that is such as oral route and everything. Okay, so schedule C1 comes under other than parental route, all the biological product which are given or introduced in the body other than parental route, and when it comes in parental route only, it is called C. Okay, next schedule D, list of extent and exempted exemption of drugs in case of import. So such some drugs are directly imported in the name of their drugs, there will be a list. So you have to remember list of extent, like important drugs, these are the important drugs. Okay, so list of extent and exemption of drugs. Schedule E, list of poisonous substance. Schedule F, list of blood products. Okay, see, F for food, and if you eat food, what will happen? Blood will produce in the body. So eating food, blood is coming. Ultimately, this is the trick to remember schedule F. So schedule F is list of blood products. Next, schedule F1, bacterial vaccines, viral vaccines, and antisera. Schedule F2, surgical dressings. Schedule F3, umbilical tapes. Schedule FF, ophthalmic preparations. So you have to remember all these points. Okay, all these points you have to remember. Schedule G, it is to make under the medical supervision only. Schedule G comes under the to take the drugs which comes under the medical supervision only. Schedule H, to be sold under prescription. So prescription can be given by doctors. Medicine can be prescribed by doctors, physician, and RMP, registered medical practitioner. This RMP is normally uh, called as physicians mainly. Okay, so the thing is that the schedule H drug, this schedule H is very important. You have to remember that schedule H is very important. Schedule X is also very important. I will tell you. Schedule X very important. Schedule H very important. And one more was that parental route. Schedule C. Schedule C is also very important. Okay, you have to remember that. So in schedule H, simply in schedule H, those drugs will come which should be sold under RMP or any doctor's prescription. So mainly it is called RMP only. Physician, ultimately physician prescription. So prescription drugs, it is in short in one word it is called prescription drugs. Schedule H are prescription drugs. Okay, next schedule I is removed. Schedule J, list of the diseased ointment. দেখছি না কমেন্ট দেখছি না, আরে কমেন্ট অফ করা রে। আরে কমেন্ট অফ আসলে। So schedule J, list of diseases or ointments, okay, which are not curable. Schedule K, list and extension of drugs in case of manufacturing. List and extension of drugs in case of manufacturing. Schedule K, it is not so important. Schedule M is very important. I forgot to tell you. Schedule M is also very important. It comes GMP, good manufacturing practice, and all this comes under this only. Manufacturing, quality, quantity, mainly qualitative assessment, and all these things come under Schedule M. How to manufacture the drugs in properly and perfectly with quality standards and purity and efficacy. All these things comes under Schedule M. Okay, so Schedule M is very important. You have to remember that. So in Schedule M, mainly it GMP comes under Schedule M. GMP means good manufacturing practices. Ultimately, the industrial work, how you are manufacturing the drugs and everything. So Schedule M. Next, Schedule M1. Schedule M1, factory premises and for homeopathic medicine. Schedule M2, factory premises for cosmetics. Schedule M3, factory premises for medical devices. Factory premises for medical devices. Okay, next Schedule N. Schedule N, minimum equipment for running a pharmacy. What are the minimum equipment required for running a pharmacy? For running a pharmacy, what are required? First of all, a specific area, if it is retail or if it is wholesale pharmacy. For wholesale pharmacy different area, for retail pharmacy different area, all you will get in the jurisprudence only. I'll tell you later. Okay, but the most important thing is there should be different specific areas, and one cooler, not cooler, it is called freeze, one freeze, temperature and humidity maintain. So for that, air conditioning and all these things, minimum equipments for running a pharmacy. Schedule O, standards for disinfectants liquid. So I'll tell you one thing, schedule O you will never forget. This is also important, schedule O, and you will remember very easily. See, did you see on the bottle of Dettol? Once again, see, there is a Dettol. So how Dettol bottle are Dettol like this. On this you will see a symbol like O and then like this. If you remember, there is a symbol in the disinfectant bottles such as Dettol, Savlon and everything. This symbol can make you remember of schedule O. So in schedule O, what will happen? You will see standards for disinfectant liquids such as Dettol, Savlon and all these things. Schedule P, life period of drugs. So P for period. Schedule P for period. So life period, that is expiry date, manufacturing date and everything comes under schedule P. Schedule P1, pack size. P1 comes under pack size. See, in this P is for period, but when P along with that 1 comes, so the first alphabet is A. Yes or no? First alphabet is A. So P A. So PA means pack size. Simply you will remember like this. You will remember or not? PA means pack size. Okay. Pack size of drugs. Schedule P1. Then schedule Q. Schedule Q, list of colors. Schedule Q, list of colors. Schedule R, standards for the rubber contraceptives and mechanical contraceptives. So what are contraceptives? These are those materials which are used, the materials which are used to control the conception or to birth control, to control the children. These are contraceptives. So schedule R is for rubber, R for rubber, Q for color, P1 for pack, P for period, O for dettle and N for number. N for number. So minimum equipments running for a pharmacy. Remember like this, okay? So R for rubber contraceptives or mechanical contraceptive. Schedule S. S for standards for cosmetics. Schedule T. T for traditional medicine. Already I told you earlier, T 2000. If you remember that, yes. So standards of traditional medicine such as Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani. Okay. Schedule S for standards for cosmetics. So S for standards. T for standards of traditional medicine. T for traditional medicine. T for traditional medicine. S for standards. R for rubber. O, Q for color. P1 for pack size. P for period. O for disinfectant liquid, that is Dettol. See, you have to remember that symbol. N for minimum equipments, that is number. Okay na? M3 for medical devices. M2 for cosmetics. M1 for homeopathic. You have to remember all this. Take screenshot. Schedule U. Schedule U, it stands for the standard for the manufacturing record. Schedule V, patent and proprietary medicine. Schedule W, genetic drugs. Schedule X, very important schedule, Schedule X. It is for narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. Narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. That is mentioned by NDPS. Okay, X is very dangerous. Like this you can remember. So dangerous. So this is X and schedule X is dangerous. Schedule Y, clinical trials. Okay, next we will see the advisory wings. How many wings are there? 3 wings. The first wing is advisory wing. So advisory wing, Drug Technical Advisory Board, DTAB. DTAB comes in Drug Technical Advisory Board, and it is an advisory wing. So it is the advisory body, and it advises the central government and state government for uniform implementation of Drugs and Cosmetics Act. It is the advisory body, and it advises the central government and state government for the uniform implementation of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. So there are total 8 advisory members. How many? 18. Sorry. There are total 18 advisory members. And these are ex officio members, elected members, and nominated members. Ex officio members, elected members, and nominated members. How many ex officio members? 8 ex officio members. How many? 8 ex officio members. 8. 8 ex officio members. So how will you remember ex officio members? So what is this? E, and it is similar to 8 or not? Yes. So by this you can remember 8 ex officio members, or else you can remember like that also. If you write the term EXOFFICIO, see how many alphabet are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So by this way you can remember 8 ex officio members, or else you have to revise. How many elected members? 5 elected members. How many elected members? 5 elected members. And how many nominated members? 5 nominated members. So 5 5 10 plus 8 18. So total how many DTAB, how many total advisory wings? So in advisory wings how many members are there? All of total 18 advisory members. Total how much? Total 18 advisory members. And in ex officio members you will see 8, in elected members you will see 5, and in nominated members you will see 5. Okay, ex officio member 8, elected member 5, and nominated member 5. You have to remember like that. Next, see who are the 8 ex officio members. The 8 ex officio members are: number 1, DGMHS, Director of General of Medical and Health Service. Okay. Next, DCGI, Drug Control General of India. I think Drug Control General of India. Next, DCTL, Director of Central and Drug Testing Laboratory. So where is DCTL situated? DCTL is situated in Kolkata. Director Central Drug Testing Laboratory is situated in Central Drug Testing Laboratory, CDTL. CDTL is located in Kolkata. Next, Central Drug Research Institute, CDRI, is located in Lucknow. If you remember, in the intermediate you would have studied about Saheli. SAHELI. Saheli is a contraceptive. It is a contraceptive, Saheli, which was prepared in CDRI Lucknow. CDRI means Central Drug Research Institute in Lucknow. So Lucknow is related to Saheli. So who are the 8 ex officio members? Number 1 is DGMHS, that is Director of General of Medical and Health Services. Next is DCGI, Drug Control and General of India. Next is CDTL, Central Drug Testing Laboratory, Director of Central Drug Testing Laboratory. Next, Director of CDRI. CDRI means Central Drug Research Institute. Next, Director of CRI. CRI is Central Research Institute, and Central Research Institute is located in Kasauli. So this location is also important. It is also asked. So CDTL is situated in CDTL, Central Drug Testing Laboratory, situated in Lucknow. CDRI, Central Drug Research Institute, located in CDTL, Kolkata. CDRI, Lucknow, and CRI, Central Research Institute, is situated in Kasauli. It is situated in Kasauli. Okay. Next, number 6, Director of IVRI. IVRI is Indian Veterinary Research Institute. If you remember what I mentioned in the definition of drug, these drugs are useful in the case of human and it is also useful in the case of animal. And that drugs also includes the mosquito repellent. So since animal are also included, we need some members from the veterinary section also, na. So for that, director of IVRI is also present there, that is Indian Veterinary Research Institute. Okay, next, MCI president. MCI is Medical Council of India. So one NCI president will also be there, and number 8 is PCI president. PCI is Pharmacy Council of India. Okay, these are 8 ex officio members. After that, you will see 5 elected members. So who are the 5 elected members? The 5 elected members are one person, that is IMA, Indian Medical Association, one person from IPA, Indian Pharmaceutical Association, one person, that is Executive Committee of MCI or NMC. MCI means Medical Council of India, and NMC is National Medical Council. That means Medical Council of India. Okay, national. Next, fourth person. One person is from pharmacology and toxicology firm. That is and ICMR. Okay, and one person executive of PCI. PCI is Pharmacy Council of India. Okay. Next, the other 5 members, they are nominated members, and the nominated members are 2 person from drug control department, such as drug inspector, 1 person from pharmaceutical industry, and 2 person from government analyst. 2 person from government analyst, 1 person from pharmaceutical industry, 2 person from drug control department. Okay, so these are the 18 DTAB members. Drug Technical Advisory Board, DTAB, which contains 18 members, and these 18 members, out of these 18 members, 8 members are from ex officio members, 5 members are from elected members, and 8 members are from ex officio members, 5 members are from elected members, and 5 members are from nominated members. Okay, so you have to remember that. Next, we will see Drug Consultative Committee. So Drug Consultative Committee, this is the second wing. This Drug Consultative Committee contains how many members? 2 members from central government and 1 member from state government and union territory. 2 members from central government and 1 member from state government and territory. Okay, so what are the role? To advise the DTAB, state government and central government for the uniform implementation of Drugs and Cosmetics Act. So important previous year question from these topics. Which topic? Bacterial, viral and antisera vaccine. So they are tested at CRI at Kasauli. CRI is Central Research Institute, Kasauli. Next, oral polio vaccine tested at National Institute of Communicable Diseases, NICD, at New Delhi. So this institute, National Institute of Communicable Diseases, is situated in New Delhi. Next, veterinary products are tested in IVRI. IVRI means Investigation of Veterinary and Research Institute. Already I told you a few minutes ago. See there. Indian Veterinary Research Institute. So Indian Veterinary Research Institute. So veterinary products tested at IVRI. Next, condom, IUCD, fallopian rings are tested at Central Indian Pharmacopoeial Laboratory. So CIPL, Central Indian Pharmacopoeial Laboratory, or Indian Pharmacopoeial Commission, IPC. Indian Pharmacopoeial Commission, IPC. These condoms, IUCD, fallopian rings, these are also called intrauterine contraceptive devices. And it is located at this Central Indian Pharmacopoeial Laboratory is located in Ghaziabad. Central Indian Pharmacopoeial Laboratory is located in Ghaziabad. Very important. First definition of drugstore. These are the licensed premises, but no qualified person are present and there is no compounding or dispensing. In the drug store, there is a difference between drug store, medical store. So drug store are the licensed premises. It should be, the area should be licensed. So the drug stores are licensed premises, but no qualified person are present in there, and there is no compounding and dispensing. Nobody can dispense the drug there and compound the drug also. Dispensing drug means giving drug from one person to another person. Next is chemist or druggist. So those are qualified person. Compounding only takes place, but there is no dispensing medicine. Chemist or druggist, these are those qualified person who will compound the medicine, but they are not dispensing. Okay. Next, pharmacy. Pharmacy is the drug. Pharmacy is not the drug store. It is the medical store. Simply, it is called in general. But drug store is different and pharmacy is different. Drug store is the licensed premises. Premises means area. Premises means area, the location where the works goes on. So it is the licensed premises, but no qualified person are present and there is no compounding and dispensing. Whereas in the case of pharmacy, it is a licensed premises and qualified person are present, and compounding and dispensing also takes place. Compounding means manufacturing the drug, and dispensing means delivering the drug or providing the drug to the patient or somewhere else. Next, loan license. The retailed person don't have own premises. He acquire the premises through the rental agreement. In that time, to get the license, sale and manufacturing of drugs and cosmetics, those license is called loan license. Okay. Next, repacking license. Repacking license means during transportation, drug samples are damaged. Those damaged sample for resale to get license, the license is called repacking license. Means during transport some drug will be wasted or destroyed, or some sample will be damaged. So to repack all the sample and to sell them again, the license which is issued, that is called repacking license. Okay. Next, there are three wings. First one is advisory wing, second one is administrative, third one is administration wing. Second one is drug consultative committee. So first one is advisory wing, second one is drug consultative committee, and third one is administrative. See, administrative means in the administration wings means drug inspector and all will come. See, in the administration, drug inspector. So qualification, degree in pharmacy. In case of D and C Act, appointed under the section of 21. You have to remember that section. Appointed under section 21. According to case of Ayurveda, in case of Ayurveda, Siddha and Unani, appointed under section 33G. In the case of Siddha, Ayurveda and Unani, the drug inspector is appointed in the section 33G, but in the case of Drugs and Cosmetics Act, it will be appointed under section 21. So rule of drug inspector. Rule of drug inspector is inspect the sample, seize the drug samples, and inspect the record. Seize the manufacturing companies to take the sample for testing. The rules of drug inspector are inspect the sample, seize the drug sample, inspect the record, seize the manufacturing companies to take the sample for testing. Okay. Next, form. These forms are very important. You have to remember that. You can put 5-star here. These forms are very important. So form 15, order do not dispense stock. Form 16, receipt of seized material. Form 16A, intimation of which sample was taken. Form 17, intimation of which sample price was tendered. Form 18, to give the sample to government analyst for testing. To give the sample to government analyst for testing. These forms are very important. You can take a screenshot also. Next, government analyst. In the case of Drugs and Cosmetics Act appointed under the section of 20, in case of Ayurveda Siddha Unani, the medicine appointed under the section of 33F. Qualification: degree in science of 5-year experience in the testing of drugs and cosmetics, or postgraduate in science and 3 years plus 3 years in testing of drugs and cosmetics, plus 6-month testing experience in Schedule C and C1 drugs. Role: to analyze the sample received from the court, custom department and drug control department, to test the sample from person who paid prescribed government fee, to test the sample received from the pharmaceutical industries by paying the government fee. Okay, next, import. So import license invalid for 3 years. So this is very important. You have to remember that. Application form, particulars and license form. So application form 18. Form 8 is drugs specified in Schedule C, C1 except Schedule X. Schedule C, C1 except Schedule X. Schedule C and C1 is for the biological, not biological. Biological is Schedule F. So Schedule C is for the drug which are introduced into the body through parenteral route, and Schedule C1 is for the drugs which are introduced into the body without parenteral route, in the other route except parenteral route. Okay, so Form 8 is for the drugs specified in Schedule C, C1 except Schedule X, and license form is form number 10. Form A 8A is specified for Schedule X drugs, and Form 10A is the license form. Okay, next, sale license. What is this? This is the import license and this is the sale license. You have to remember these things. These are very important. Sale license. So first thing is for retail sale, the drugs except Schedule C, C1 and X 20. Drugs specified in Schedule C1 21 and drugs specified in Schedule X 20F. See, you can remember that 20F. F means forensic. Forensic means any kind of that danger things. Okay. Next, for restricted sale such as drugs except Schedule CC1 20A, here 21A, and here no form. For wholesale process 20B, for wholesale of drugs specified in Schedule C1 21B, for wholesale process of drugs specified in Schedule X 20G. For wholesale by motor vehicle, for wholesale of the drugs except Schedule C1 and X, C1 and X. For wholesale by motor vehicle of Schedule C, C1 and X, the form number is 20BB. For wholesale by motor vehicle of drugs specified in Schedule C and C1, 21BB. And for wholesale by motor vehicle, that means जो गाड़ी से लेके जाके सेल करते ना, ट्रक से लेके जाके वही. And there is no wholesale by motor vehicle of Schedule X drug. It is restricted. Okay. Next, manufacturing license. So manufacturing license for the particular drugs except Schedule C, C1 and X, the application form is 24 and the license issued form is 25. For the manufacturing of loan license for other than the Schedule C, C1 and X drug, the application form is 24A and the license form is 25A. License form is 25A. Next, for the manufacturing of the drugs and license of repacking license and other than the Schedule C, C1 and X, the form number, that is application form number, is 24B and the license is 25B. See, one thing I'll tell you: 24B, 25B, 24C, 25C, 24D, 25D, 24E, 25E, 24F, 25F, 27, 28, 27B, 28B. You can increase one simply. For the license form, you can increase one from the application form. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot and you can learn it. You have to remember that. Just you have to revise again and again continuously. You have to revise these things. These are very, very important. Again, for the manufacturing of cosmetics, the application number is 31 and license number is 32. For loan license of the cosmetics, 31A and 32A. Okay. Next, miscellaneous. What is the time right now? Oh, it's 46 minutes. At 1 hour, we will close that session. Okay, and then we will continue again in the next session. So miscellaneous drugs and labeling on packing. Schedule G drugs. It is dangerous to take except medical supervision only. Schedule H drugs to be sold and retailed by prescription of RMP only, registered medical practitioner. Schedule X drugs. These are the narcotics drugs. Narcotics is denoted by NRX. You have to remember that. These also asked one. Narcotics is denoted by NRX. And normal drugs is denoted only by RX. Okay. So NRX drugs comes under Schedule X in red color on the left corner of the label, and Schedule X drugs in bulk form, so XRX, in red color on the left corner of label. Next, veterinary product for animal and veterinary use only. Vitamins for therapeutic and prophylactic use only. Emulsions and suspension, shake well before use. Ophthalmic solutions, in the irritation persist, discontinue the usage and refer the physician doctor. 12. Testing of drugs for personal consumption and license issued in from 12A. Okay, so up to this was Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. So drugs, the main important point of Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 I have mentioned up to this. You can study more and I can provide you the notes also, but here I mentioned only the important points which are mainly required for the preparation of different competitive exams. Next, in the next lecture we will see Pharmacy Act. Pharmacy Act passed in 1958. We will see in the next lecture. Okay, all the very, very best. Prepare well, study well, and wish you a best of luck. Okay, thank you for being connected with me, and please share and subscribe my channel. Okay, please do subscribe if you like the lecture.